Hey YouTube, it's Miranda. Yes, I know what you're thinking.
Who is she? She hasn't been here. We don't know her.
And yes, that's probably the right response because I've literally not been back to YouTube for what, 5-6 years? But I'm finally back and it has a very funny reason actually. So I was talking to one of my good friends, Alina, who's back home in Singapore, and she messaged me and she was like, when you come back, I need a full 20-page presentation doc on what happened in your life because we just haven't talked in forever. And I'm like, presentation slides, maybe I'll just make a YouTube video. I feel like I've literally changed so much since you last saw me. Like freaking, what?
3 tattoos later, so many multiple piercings later, some minor operations, lots of career changing, heartbreaks, heart mending.
Yeah, lots changed. So let's jump right into it. Okay, first up, I'm still in Australia. If you guys don't know, I moved to Melbourne, Australia about 6 years ago now for my studies for my undergrad. So I was doing a Bachelor's of Arts in Media and Communications at the University of Melbourne, and then I went on to RMIT and I'm now doing my Master's of Marketing while also working part-time. So now I'm also a social media manager for a pretty cool company. Yeah, life has been good. It's been busy. It's been relatively drama-free, which I love. So other than studies and work, mentally I've been doing much better. I met my boyfriend Rio about 3 years now. Like I met him 3 years ago, but we've been together for about 2.5 years throughout the whole like lockdown phase in Melbourne. And oh my gosh, the lockdowns in Melbourne. If you're watching this from anywhere else aside from Melbourne, we had the worst lockdowns in the world if you saw those headlines in the news. And oh yeah, sorry, I was talking about Rio. Yeah, Rio's so sweet, so lovely. I met him through a very fun story actually. Do we have time for this story? I met Rio at a friend's house. So this was before we were gonna go clubbing, and then I was going over to my friend's house and I thought it was just gonna be a small group of friends, like just a few girlfriends that we always go clubbing together with. I was wearing this new dress that I never really wore before and a trench coat, and the dress was really sheer, especially when there's light. Then I walked into a house, I was wearing my trench coat, I ran in, I was just like, oh my god, is this too transparent? And he was there and the lights were on and he was just like, and then I guess is that love at first sight? I don't know, something at first sight. But then later on when we were at the club, the friend that brought him, our mutual friend, like went missing in the club, and I was like, oh my god, we need to find her, because I'm very like, when I go clubbing I'm very like, we can't leave anyone behind, they're in danger. I'm just a worrywart. So that's my newest identity, worrywart. Anxious potato. But yes, so then I just held Rio's hand and I was just like, oh my god, we need to find her, and I just dragged him around the club the whole night. We never found her, but she was like eating kebabs with some random person outside the club. So she was fine. And then later on when we were going home, he was asking me like, where do I live? Because he was taking an Uber too and he was wondering like, are we going the same direction? And then I showed him on the map. And then I saw that you know how you can Google, on Google Maps you can drop like pins on restaurants that you saved. So then I saw that he saved a lot of restaurants around the city, and then I showed him, I pointed the one next to my house and I was like, oh, this place is actually really good, and I helped him save it. I was like, you should go there with your family one day. And he was like, hey, how about I take you there on Sunday? Is that cheesy or is that smooth? Because I thought it was really smooth. And I guess the rest is history, and we've been together for 2.5 years. So probably the most stable relationship I've ever been in. And if you guys want to meet him, he always talks on and on about how he wants to be on my YouTube videos, so I think it'd be really cute. So I think this was just like a really quick video that I just wanted to chat and update you guys on my life. I had so much fun making these YouTube videos, and it's also like a great way for me to just connect with all my friends and family who are back home in Singapore, because yeah, like I said, I live alone in Melbourne, and basically it gets lonely because I live alone and I have no one to talk to, so I just want to talk to you guys, okay? But yeah, I'm back. So let me know what kind of videos you want to watch. I'll see all of you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.